Hi, thanks for tuning in for this bonus of Passion of the Christ. We recorded this in 2025 and are releasing it in 2026, a year later. I'm sure nothing's changed. Happy Easter, and thanks for choosing to listen to this. Cue up your Passion of the Christ Blu-rays now.
Hello and welcome to a bonus of Movie Beaters with the Farx brothers. We are watching Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ. We'll be starting at... Wait, hold on. What time are we on? Now it's 0:00:01?
Start at 1 second in. I think people will be fine.
I don't think anybody's going to have a problem catching up to us for starting at that point. All right, there's a giant eye. It's probably Jesus' eye.
Yeah, we just hit play, so the
You're
icon.
doing a great job introducing.
Just kidding. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
This is mostly unedited, right? So
This has to be. It's a commentary. He was wounded for our transgressions, crushed for our inequalities. By his wounds he was healed, Isaiah 53. How many BC was that?
700?
700 BC. Wow.
No, I don't know. I don't know exactly.
It might have been thousands.
If it's 700 BC and he's saying that about Jesus back then, of like, one day there will be this man who will have transgressions.
I think that is from the Old Testament and talking about like the prophecy that implies the Christ. Is Isaiah part of the...
No idea.
Oh.
No fucking idea.
what's the prophecy that implies the...
Oh, there's
What are you talking about?
so the Christians think like the Old Testament, which is the Old Testament by itself is equivalent, like part of the Torah, right?
The Old Testament is the Torah.
Okay, so there's nothing in addition to, it's just the Old Testament, that's the Torah.
Yeah. You could have given me like a bit of a heads up that I was going to be like your resident, like your Jewish Sherpa through this before inviting me on.
I invited you on specifically because you're Jewish, not because...
I'm a Sherpa. I get it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, because of your Sherpa this. I very much appreciate knowing that I was going to get that somewhat correct. Anyways, isn't Isaiah in the Torah?
Sure.
We're not looking this up.
Dude, I don't know.
The point is, and I think both as somebody who knows what the Torah is and somebody that can tell you a little bit of the New Testament, a bunch of people believe that the Old Testament prophesies a coming of some Christ or something like that. Is Christ the right term for the Jews as well? I know the Christians use Christ.
You could call him whatever the fuck you want.
Yes. And like,
I mean, Christ is his name. Like, it's not like...
No, but like...
The Jews aren't going to be like, it's not Dave.
Jews don't see Jesus necessarily as the one that the Old Testament is prophesizing, though, right?
So, Jesus Christ, it may as well be like Dave Peterson.
Yeah.
As far as Jews are concerned, like he was a guy who existed at the time. Like, he's not viewed as the savior. He's not viewed as the Messiah.
But so there is a savior that's like prophesized if you interpret the Old Testament. I don't know. Like,
sure. Yeah.
Do active, because you're not an active like person.
Human being.
Going to church, or going to synagogue and stuff.
I'm definitely not going to church.
I'm not an active person going to church either.
I'm not going to synagogue. I haven't been to synagogue for a really long time. I'm an atheist Jew. I do the Jewish things with my friends and family, but like the religious aspect doesn't do a whole lot for me. So there's a moon.
Good night, moon.
Yeah, we're supposed to be describing the movie, right? That's what a live commentary is. All right, there's a guy with a beard, and he's like looking around, and there's a bunch of other guys with beards looking at him. And they got things, and there's fire. And he turns around like, oh my God, what's behind me? And then somebody says the word 30. And then...
Let's do a play. Yeah. This is the most chaotic bonus ever.
We didn't have to restart. Was it the clown movie, Art the Clown, Terrifier?
Yeah.
That one.
That one went smoothly.
Ian, that was one of our best episodes on YouTube.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, we just haven't done one in months.
So as part of this, I should stay quiet the whole time, right?
No.
Yeah.
This is a commentary
I'm
for the
kidding.
movie. Have you ever heard of a commentary?
I feel like my job is to stay quiet and listen and like nod along, and the people listening will understand that there is a third man here who is solemnly nodding along.
What is a passion play? And was it during the 1930s?
They definitely happened during the 1930s.
All right.
It's funny that you ask because we're almost at Easter. It's basically the retelling of this. So the Passion of the Christ, like the movie, is basically a movie version of the Passion play as I understand it to be. Because the Passion play is essentially a theatrical retelling of the death and suffering of Jesus Christ.
But it was used as a way to rally people against the Jews?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if you look at history, there's never been like, there's been a lot of that, of rallying people against the Jews. This was one of many ways.
And sure, I guess, was this an American produced project? Or
No.
It's a European project.
This has been around for centuries, from my understanding.
The Passion play.
Yes.
Okay, so like when they started doing plays like 500 years ago, was Shakespeare's 400 years ago or something like that?
I think it even predates that because, like, I think that because I mean, like, the Greeks did theater before Jesus was here.
It's like thousands of years we've been doing theater.
Yeah. So, like, I would imagine that at that, like, this is for Christians, knowing that this is an Easter tradition. I think that it's gone on for. It has to have gone on for hundreds of years. This is not a uniquely American thing.
Well, like, when I heard The Passion of the Christ, this movie, I heard of it as, like, Catholics have the Stations of the Cross, which Protestants don't have.
Okay.
And it's something like Jesus gets whipped here and the shit kicked out of him here, and then he, like, yells at a demon here or something like that. There's 12 Stations of the Cross. That's why when I fucked up and we had to restart, they'll know. Because we talked about it. You said this is the most chaotic start. So
I mean, you're not like there's been no introductions whatsoever. Like
it's people clicked on this. They see the picture.
They knew what's happening.
Introduce yourself. Kirk recently said he hates when I reintroduce the show. It's Movie Vaders with the Farx.
Show. Don't do it in the middle of the show. Ian was on that.
I was,
he agreed
yes.
with me. Yeah, so
this is a bone us commentary. You probably giggled to yourself when you saw the word bone and thought like boner.
I think that is just you.
No, former brother Nick Michael, now aka Nick Farx in the past, enjoyed bone
Nick.
us. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Nick has been on the show again recently, and
I actually don't know who Nick is.
I wasn't going to bring up the history of JK Productions on the bonus commentary for Passion of the Christ, but Nick is a guy who started the podcast with us, with me, and then Kirk became a part of it, and then Nick left and
then
came back.
Kirk absorbed him.
Yes.
And
in
Nick now
utero.
lives inside. Yes.
Do you want to introduce yourself? Like, how would you feel most appropriately introduced?
You know, at this point, like I feel pretty okay letting the mystery ride. Yeah. We'll see if people can figure it out.
Who
just
are
recognize
you?
that voice.
We'll have people go back and listen to previous episodes and piece it together.
I do like referencing previous episodes in the middle of an episode. Like, oh, you should go back and listen to The Running Man with Ian Fishman, and you can hear this.
I was just going to use that as an example. That's wild. That is one of the only episodes that I have heard.
Wait, you listened to your own episode?
Yeah, of course I did.
Nice.
I am a narcissist.
I
was very belligerent during that episode, and I had a great time.
I like that. When the demon shows up here, which, you know, is a metaphor for your belligerence. Sorry, what were you saying, Kirk? I want you to miss the demon.
I was watching the movie.
Oh, yeah. But you're also supposed to talk during it. Here,
I mean, it already starts like in such a grim spot. Like, it just like
I don't
it's
know.
so
We've been talking the whole
immediately
time. So
masturbatory.
Yeah, well, it's a reading movie.
it's a reading movie.
Yeah, because they speak in Aramaic the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, haven't you been following the Aramaic between all these
I
books?
do
No, I thought they
agree
were
with
speaking
the
English
South
the whole
Park
time.
version of this, which is
He's also
Mel
like Kirk is
Gibson
also
must
just living a
like
full life
watching
right now, so I
pain and
wouldn't.
Yeah,
suffering,
because
because a lot of
I don't
movies
blame it for like
involve
going
a lot
past
of
him.
pain and
'Cause
suffering.
honestly, I thought that you just put on the subtitles so that we could talk
I was thinking
over
of
it. 'Cause
Apocalypto.
Otherwise, it wouldn't register for me either.
You saw this movie in college, right?
In college, yes.
Because the South Park episode came out and then you saw it?
No. This
saw it,
this
then you watched
this
the
came
South
out this came out before the South Park episode. The South Park,
know that.
yeah. Do you know how timelines work?
But I don't. I assumed you watched The Passion of the Christ after South Park, because it's like,
No,
I'm
no.
not gonna
No.
watch this filth. But now I want to understand these jokes better.
It was morbid curiosity that brought me in.
Oh yeah, I guess for
to go see it, and I left feeling like even more disgusted than I thought I would. This movie's not fun. Like there's just nothing fucking. There's nothing enjoyable about this movie to me, and yeah, it just again, it just feels like a 2-hour circle jerk to me.
I have giggled many times watching this.
Like
movie.
all of these dudes are just covered in Mel Gibson's semen right now.
They are glistening. Yeah, and that's Judas getting Jesus.
They just kissed? Yeah.
Yeah. It is weird that the Bible has two men kiss to be like betrayal. And I wonder if that's where a lot of like evangelical
bring it down.
homophobia stems from. Is like, well, Judas gave
Is it?
Jesus
What
a
do you
kiss
think
when he
about
was selling
Warrior?
them out. So I don't know why I made the person sound like that, but he's like, ow, I can't like gays now because can't trust that they sold Jesus out. It's like, yeah, but that was one guy and one thing. And it wasn't even a gay thing. It was just like European. Or no, Middle Eastern. Because Middle Easterns also kiss on the cheeks like Europeans. I think that that's an improvement between Americans and, over the ocean.
That we don't kiss.
That we don't kiss on the cheeks. I don't want to be that intimate. Maybe it's because I've lived in Minnesota too long. Because we're, an upper Midwest filmmaker.
You would rather kiss people on the knees like a true Minnesotan.
Well, versus the boots like some people.
Like some people.
Are watching this movie genuinely.
Swish.
Sorry.
No, dude. When you stick a landing, stick the landing, man.
It's a little too partisan for my taste. And, in my own taste. That's why I feel comfortable criticizing it and pumping the mic like that. Oh yeah, and they cut off Peter's ear, right?
Yeah, I am also like, I am okay with not having kissing be a thing that I am like expected to do. I don't like shaking people's hands.
You're a hugger.
I am a hugger. I was just about to say that actually. Like I am a hugger, but like that is.
I need to see more people as my family.
Sure.
I'm not going to be intimate with you. I'm sorry.
I just said platonic intimacy.
Yeah.
I know.
You also have been platonically intimate with me.
That's true.
You and I know each
hugged
other's
you?
hugs very well.
We do.
We have hugged a night or two.
I usually put my left arm under your right arm, but you usually put your left arm over my right arm, I notice.
Interesting.
How do you think about the
It's like
placement
an
of the...
asynchronous hug. Like some people hug with both arms under the other arms, but when I hug men, I usually like try to do an asynchronous hug.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
you kind of do like the up and over. So it's like
The up and over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for me, like because I the people who are listening can already hear that I'm 6'4".
Wow.
You're
Must
adding
be
an inch
nice.
there.
I am not.
An inch there?
I think you might be 6'3". 6'4" is pretty tall.
If you want to get technical about it, I'm 6'3.5".
Does your pregnant wife ever go like, I like that you're a tall man? Like, I like when my wife tells me what she likes
Why would she say those words to me like that?
Yeah, I like you're a tall man.
Oh, I like that you're a tall man. Like, what is the
Gives
context?
gives you a window into my intimacy.
Yeah, right.
Or just very,
Is that what you tell your wife? Is I like that you're a tall man?
I tell my wife I like that you're a tall man. I do tell her that I like that she's a tall man.
My wife does not walk up to me and go, "I like that you are a tall man."
Has she communicated?
And less outside of the times, and she never says it like that, but she is very appreciative that I can reach things that she can't.
Okay, so there's utility to your height.
Yeah,
To her.
yeah, and I mean, like, I also fold up well, so like I can still fit in the back seats of cars.
Fold up well.
Yeah, see, I mean,
Interesting.
like, again, people at home can hear this, but I'm in a child seat right now that is about 4 inches off the ground.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca, thank you. Again, people at home can hear this, but
And they also remember it from previous series of episodes where you were sitting in Chewbacca then too.
which is like I was telling Kirk before, I got to get me one of these chairs, man. Like I recognize that it's meant for a 4-year-old. This actually, it's not just being a 6'4" person sitting in a chair meant for
6
a
foot
4-year-old.
3.5.
All right, pedant. 6'3.5". It's not just being a somewhat tall gentleman in a tiny chair that is enjoyable to me. This is actually like a ridiculously comfortable chair for me.
How do you stretch your hamstrings typically? I wonder if it's a hamstring thing.
What do you mean?
Because of the way you're sitting, like it keeps your middle section like not exactly. It's like 110 degrees, I would say,
Yeah,
not 90 degrees.
that sounds right.
But I'm wondering if
This
like
fell off.
Oh wow. Isn't that good?
I don't know. I don't know when it fell off, but now we're back on.
could you hear him the whole time?
Yeah, I heard him.
Oh well,
Yeah.
no, it just fell off.
Now you can hear me better.
All right. Right in the mouth.
Kirk, what do you think's going on in the Passion of the Christ? That was a demon.
Oh,
That was a demon revealing himself to Judas so that he'll go commit suicide.
No, that was Jesus.
No, that was Judas.
It was Jesus.
Wait, it was Jesus?
Yeah, listen, man, I'm Jewish. I know a Jesus when I see one.
All
Like,
these white people playing Middle Easterners look alike to me.
wow.
you know, so like
Jim Caviezel is a white.
hands off, like, dude. Well played. Well played on that.
So the demon presents himself to Jesus to be like,
No, the demon is Jesus.
no, see, okay, like you're trying to get people mad at the folks who
The demon is Jesus.
I feel strongly that because Mel Gibson uses his own hands in the shot where they hammer the nails, sorry, spoilers, into Jesus's hands, that he was trying to say it's not the Jews' fault, it's my fault. I, Mel Gibson, am to blame, and this is my Christian expression through this movie that I made in Aramaic, so no one wants to distribute it.
I don't think that that's the only reason that nobody wants to distribute it. Like, it is not a good movie.
That's the South Park take, is that when Stan...
It's not a good movie. Like, it is also South Park's take, but they are correct. Like, South Park is not correct on everything, but they are correct. This is not a good movie.
Do you like Gladiator?
That
That takes place like 200 years after this.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with
I'm,
Jesus.
I'm trying to...
Jesus was a gladiator. That's why
Narrowing
he's
on-
bringing up
okay.
other
Huh.
Jesus biopics.
Swords and
Like
sandals.
Running Man or Bridge Over River Kwai, like all movies about Jesus.
All movies about Jesus.
The Aristocats.
Good Burger 2.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh.
Have you seen Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip?
I have not. That's the Aaron Sorkin version of 30 Rock, right?
The hour-long version. That's why
Yep.
it was 60 versus the half-hour version. That's 30.
God. Okay.
There's a script reading, a table read of a sketch where they're at a network censor meeting with Jesus, and everyone keeps going like, Jesus Christ! And he'll go, yeah, what's up? They have like an in-depth conversation about, do you think Jesus would actually get mad at the misuse of his name? Or like, in misuse in the sense of like, oh, I stubbed my toe, now I cry out to Jesus Christ, versus doing a sin like killing a bunch of people and going, Jesus Christ told me to do this. Like, which do you think Jesus would be more upset with?
That's the crux of the sketch?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the crux of the sketch as I recall it.
Which is also like...
That's also like my feelings on things. Like, I think when the Bible says like, don't use his name in vain, it means, Joel Osteen.
Well, see... Well, see, the way that I think of it is like, people when they like, as you're saying, when they stub their toe, they might go like, Jesus Christ. And for Jesus, if he stubs his toe, he'd be like, fuck me. Like,
Is that an old joke or is that a new joke?
no, that's
off the dome.
That's some freshies.
Baby, Jesus gave you that. Mm-hmm. That's my belief.
I'm feeling them through me.
Oh, see, yeah. Back to the
Oh, there's jizz all over the screen, man. Like,
they're dirty. So is that Barabbas? Are these other prisoners that? The reason I brought up Gladiator.
no, that's John Lithgow.
Is swords, and do you know he's playing Dumbledore in that just got announced today?
Jesus is?
Dumbledore, John Lithgow is playing Dumbledore in the Harry Potter HBO series that's going to come out in years after this is released.
Great, I guess. Like,
He was also in Conclave.
I have not
was.
seen Conclave.
Do you think you will watch it as an Oscar-winning movie? Do you care about what the intelligentsia thinks like that when it comes to film?
I go through waves with it. Where like, I will watch, like this year, I watched Anora about a week before the Oscars while I was out in New York, and while watching a fucking phenomenal movie. But I had a number of people recommend it to me. I was out there with, and the people that I was watching with are both people who whose opinions on films I hold in high regard.
Why is that?
One of them has made a number of short films as well, and is very much a big movie buff otherwise. And the other one teaches film studies at AMDA. So she's
I don't know what AMDA is. I assume it's an acronym you're pronouncing.
It is. The American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
All right.
Something like that. It's a conservatory. Yeah. And I lost my
And
train
they
of thought.
liked Nora as well?
They really dug Nora.
Okay. We both, Kirk and I saw Nora and more or less had positive thoughts on it. This one I didn't reach out for, but one of the singers in our band made us go to a exotic dancing place and said that the exotic dancers there are not, in a bad situation. I take that story and I was going to reach out to her and say, hey, do you think an exotic dancer would come on Movie Baiters with the Farx brothers to talk about Honora? Since, it's about an exotic dancer.
Sure.
And Mikey Madison spent a lot of time with folks who do exotic dancing and possibly other type forms of sex work. Mm-hmm. Much like Mary Magdalene, right? See? Keep it
Swish.
Keep it.
There you go.
What? That's the thing.
Bringing it right back.
I'm keeping it there. So I just kind of wonder about Honora, they liked it going into it, and then they were rewatching it with you.
Yeah. So I will say too that because they were both people who had watched all of the Oscar-nominated movies, and they were like, "This one, we should watch this one."
What were the other options there? Because I'm sorry, you've touched on something I have a lot of.
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Thank
This
God.
is also why I was just kind of in one ear and out the other with it. Again, I go through waves with it. In the moment of watching that and really digging that movie, I love the way that story was told. I also I am a big fan of movies that not that Honora was unintentionally funny, but it's definitely not a comedy, but there were some absolutely hilarious moments in that movie.
Like the fighting scene when she's trying to escape when the guys come there?
Dude, the throwing up in the car?
Yes.
I
laugh really hard at
so
puking.
good. And for a movie that intense and being able to build in breaks like that, we're not going to get anybody
it's
throwing up
funny
in a
because
car
you think
version
about,
in this movie
how,
that we're watching.
Jesus is important to all these.
You're saying that this is the
supposedly,
comedic
quote-unquote,
relief right
people
here?
that are trying to do good or whatever.
Is he though?
Well, he's Mickey Mouse of sorts.
What?
To some, I'm gonna relate
What's
this
that
to the Florida
comparison?
Project.
Mickey Mouse? Okay.
I'm trying to triangulate Sean Baker to Jesus, and I was gonna bring up the Florida
Wow,
Project.
okay.
Yeah. And you remember the Florida Project is a Sean Baker movie where it's these kids that live in a hotel outside of
Disney? Yeah.
Disney, and they have lives that are not what we typically think of aspiring to in the United States, right? the mom has sex with a John and puts the kid in the bathroom so they're not in the same room while they're having the sex. You know, Sean Baker deals with people that are experiencing a different level of
Lower class
socioeconomic
people.
strain.
Lower class people, essentially.
I don't say those words because people get mad. I have.
That's a way to classify them, for sure.
It's
Don't
like
you
saying
think?
homeless instead of unhoused. You know, it doesn't solve the problem, but some people are
What's
less
the right?
upset by
What's
me
the
saying it.
PC word for lower class people then?
People
Working class people?
Sure, I've heard that one.
Okay,
So socioeconomically strained folks.
sure.
I don't know that it's necessarily that though either, so much as like, you know, you think about it, if you're in that situation, you just probably don't want your kid watching you do this.
Oh,
you're trying to just like figure out where else and what else to do with them. So it could be like, how can I give you a chance to not be in here?
So if I were making this argument to a born-again evangelical Christian who are in the room with us right now, I'd be saying that like Sean Baker has more Christianity in him in a sense because he sees the humanity in folks experiencing economic strain, including sex workers, which is like a part of the narrative structure of the Passion of the Christ because Monica Bellucci plays Mary Magdalene, a sex worker that Jesus is bros with.
Oh, she's a sex worker?
Yeah,
Sorry,
like Mary
I'm distracted by this movie of like this like 60-year-old dude like tearing off his jacket or whatever.
He's a Pharisee who's like, oh my God, this guy thinks he's God. This is so offensive. Haven't you seen that we came up and yelled at him with these? He kept the pan strung on Jesus.
It begins. Yep.
This isn't station 1 of the cross.
Can you see what timestamp it is?
I would.
Because I'm curious, like, what is it, 20 minutes in where we start getting the Jesus beating? 28 minutes?
We're end of the first act. See, this movie does have a good story because the first act is getting to Jesus being found guilty for something he didn't do. And then the second act is, you know, him getting to the cross. And then the third act is on the cross and, like, the trials of that. Because, like, the belief is that in between Friday and Saturday, what does he go to hell or something?
No, this is like where you need to
Friday
start
and
like having the
Sunday.
orgasm sounds come in because it's
You're trying to do a South Park version, which is great.
Wow, that's great for an audio podcast.
Oh, I'm just saying, they're beating Jesus and like everyone's just getting off in the background because they're BDSM, whatever you call those.
You would know.
I will also
wouldn't.
say that like so this is in Aramaic and they're giving us the subtitles throughout. That means that like this is the script that they wrote. Like these are the words that they wrote in English and then they translated it to Aramaic for them to act this way. This is a bad fucking script.
Wait, why is the script bad?
Go back and
It's a
check it.
commentary.
Yeah, we can't go back.
It's wherever
Fine,
you go,
then-
Lord, I will follow. I'll read it. You tell me when it's bad.
Start like you really like.
If it's bad, you to prison, even to death. See, but it's showing. This is good because it's a but.
It is
because
so
scene.
fucking baseline.
And then I say to you, so he says he's not going to deny who he knows who Christ is, and then it flashes back to when he's like, Jesus, bro, I am never gonna let you down. And then Jesus is like, bitch, 3 times you were gonna fuck me over when I'm getting the shit, beat out of me. This is time 1. Welcome to Act 2.
Sorry, you think that this is the way that people would actually talk, though?
I do not know if the people
Shut up.
who worked in Aramaic, people worked to translate Aramaic, who are lovely people and don't deserve to be besmirched, and took money from Mel Gibson that I hope they used for good in the world and not beating their wives and getting their guns back, Like,
Mel Gibson. I don't think they used it for good.
But you think every craftsman that works with Mel Gibson is automatically
No,
damned?
I am
This is-
unworthy. I have denied him, mother. Like, come on now. I denied him 3 times.
You're losing your self-worth because that's great acting this man is doing, and you're reading his script poorly on purpose.
Dude, that dude is like, he is wringing everything he possibly fucking can out of this.
It's
Like,
played in Arkansas.
let's go.
What's
You
the
take care of
importance
it.
of Arkansas?
I'm saying that the point of the movie played in all 50 states, not just the coasts. So it's very simple, and I think people may have in the past been more direct and no, they wouldn't comport with our Western ways of being, but like
I've sinned, betrayed innocent blood. Like, this whole take back your silver, I don't want it.
It's
like
Judas. He's
no, I get what's happening. Like,
Kirk doesn't know.
I think that
Yeah.
like
You do?
I've been lost this whole time.
Okay,
yeah.
so
you're living a full life, man.
Yeah.
Don't start now.
So Judas
don't
sold
start now.
Jesus.
Hey.
See, this movie works. Kirk,
Yeah.
Kirk doesn't know the story, and we're catching him up. Judas sold Jesus out with the
No,
kiss, right?
I got.
No,
Oh
I've been
God, yeah.
betrayed. What will become of me? Jesus Christ.
Stop reading the screen.
It helps with me later in the future.
What helps with you later in the future?
Him reading the subtitles.
Oh,
What's
yes.
wrong? Are you all right?
Yeah, come
Everything
on.
you
Look
just
at
said
his
was made
mouth.
up.
Hey, can we look at it? Like, he's bleeding. Look, blood. Like, all the
Is that
words
not
in
how
the
kids
English
would talk?
language, and you're doing this 20 years ago,
So
and
this
like,
might be how it would translate
aha,
to
cursing.
English.
Are you cursed?
English hadn't been invented
He
2,000 years
wrote it.
ago.
He wrote it for. He read it. He wrote it for.
English had that.
I mean, honestly, for like that was a perfect time for me to fuck up my words. Is
Yeah.
criticizing
This
somebody
kid
else's
fighting
words.
him. Oh, and turning into a demon. You missed the kid turning.
Watch
See, there's a
out!
bunch
It's
of
burning like
flourishes.
oil from his bones.
There's a bunch of flourishes in this movie that I'm sure fuck with the heads
Hmm.
of people in Arkansas. And sorry, our Arkansas listeners.
Yeah,
know
why
what?
you keep going to Arkansas?
I'm using it as a state.
You know
that-
what? You're right. We should have taken mushrooms.
I did not say that.
You
for the
totally
record.
did.
I was like,
I'm
take
picking up what you're laying
hallucinogens,
down.
Kids do drugs. That's what Jesus said.
You're like, we should take a heroic level of acid.
There was a debate in the past week where someone said,
About
"I'm
how
a
much
free
acid is
American." I said,
heroic?
What?
No.
Yeah, how much acid is heroic?
I mean, it all depends
Full
on
sheet.
like, yeah, ooh.
Full chic.
I mean,
right?
that's gladiator level. Like that's
Yeah.
even a 10 strip is pretty fucking heroic. It all depends on the strength of your acid, but
And how it's made and stuff like that. Isn't it legal in Canada?
no.
We were talking. What drugs are legal in Canada? That I heard Chelsea Handler talking about, like
What?
people who give her drugs in Canada, where it's legal to have hallucinogens. Like mushrooms, for instance, are legal in
Vancouver.
parts of the United States, like the Pac Northwest.
Yeah, they decriminalized them in Oregon and Colorado. And I believe that they're moving away from that, which is
Well, isn't acid one of those things that like falls in the area of, oh, we can maybe make this with a farm bill or whatever this decriminalization thing you're talking about in the year of our Lord 2025? I think I said Lord.
you did say lured, but that's okay. I called writing writ.
Yeah, I was there for it. It was great. Why is Jesus all in like these shackles? They're gonna get him. They're gonna get Jesus.
They're gonna Jesus that Jesus.
They're gonna Jesus the hell out of that Jesus.
They're gonna Jesus the hell out of that Christ.
They're gonna Jesus the hell out of that Christ. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus H Christ. Thank you.
Does the H stand for hell? Genuine question. I don't like.
Hell?
Where did like
Jesus, hell,
Jesus H?
Christ.
I've heard
I
Jesus H Christ from multiple people before. What is the H? Is it hell? Is it Herbert? Like what is it?
Jesus, right?
Please
That's
tell me
gotta be it. Jesus Jesus Christ.
it's spelled A. Zeus. You know, because it's like a Greek guy. Bro, you know, hey, what the hell, Zeus? What's going on? Christ.
Oh, that's brilliant.
See,
That's easily the best answer that anybody could have given. Like I'm totally rolling with that forever now. Jesus Christ.
So all these children are killing. That's Judas, right? Yeah, it's Judas, and he's seeing androgynous Satan.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think of androgynous Satan in this?
I liked their first EP. I'm not that into what they've done since they signed to a major, but
They went electric
yeah.
since androgynous Satan.
When they
You know
sold
that's
out,
the name
yeah.
of like 5 bands out there.
It's gotta be.
Right
It's
now.
gotta be. They're opening for Sweaty Etiquette next week.
Sweaty etiquette. Wow.
What kind? What genre of music is Sweaty Etiquette?
I feel like they gotta be like a funk and jam band.
Huh.
Like that is a band that like it just does Fish covers.
Ryan Coogler of a writer-director was talking about how genres of music could be racist in the sense that calling it a genre and separating it. That's a dead donkey that's being eaten by maggots.
No, I get it. Why is he laughing at it?
Yeah.
Because
going
he's about
crazy.
to hang himself and he's succumbing to needing to die for selling out Christ. He's Judas. He just said this in a WTF interview today that was released. So that's why I needed to get the thing about like, oh, he said something that they're otherizing the music, calling it a genre.
This is not a good movie.
He's hanging himself because he saw a maggot-ridden donkey, and you can't get behind this kind of like goth shit being real popular in Oklahoma, where all the Christians are. Like a small town, people were going, huh, yeah, this is what I read in the Bible every week.
You know something?
Now I'm seeing it.
Yeah, if I had only ever seen 3 movies, and if that was like the life that I was in, and I was like, I would like to see this book that I read all the time come to life, and I hadn't like given any ounce of thought to what else it could be or might look like, sure, like but to that point, I don't feel like all the people who read, just to use an example that I think that everybody actually would know, I don't feel like all the people who read Romeo and Juliet and then saw the movie version of it would have lapped it up quite like the people who like read the New Testament front to back all the time lapped this shit up.
People who
Shut
are
up.
doing that are, with the Bible, are seeing it as something that's going to move them.
Do you always
metaphysically-
punish your prisoners before they are judged?
They
Governor, what accusations do you bring against this man?
Romeo
Well.
and Juliet is a representation of love, whereas like they see this as the cosmic, their key to the cosmic love that will transition their spirit beyond this life into another one.
Great.
You cannot truly think there is some difference in how the Bible as a piece of literature is interpreted today versus how William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is interpreted today by enough people in society where it's like, okay, if almost 1 billion people were going, Romeo and Juliet is the only way to express love, that would
Killing each other for love?
I mean, people have probably killed. We know people have killed each other for less
Yeah.
than that. So, yeah, like
Yeah, but I don't
you're
think-
a Capulet. I'm a
Is that a
time to
measuring?
roast you.
Is that something to look up towards, though? Right? I mean,
I'm taking apart his metaphor. It's a bait show. We're
no, it's a
making it
commentary. It's a bonus.
Bone us.
Bonus, yeah.
The debate is
Guys, we need to shut up. Nobody at home can hear the movie.
and he claimed he was the Messiah. See, that's the thing. It's like Romeo and Juliet isn't saying, "Here, believe in this guy that gets killed, and if you believe right, you won't roast in hell." You know. So when people see this movie, it takes more import in their lives than Romeo and Juliet or Nomeo and Juliet, which is like, could you imagine if they made a gnome version of Jesus?
Yeah, they. Oh,
Like where it's just Peter Dinklage because he's like, okay, if it's Jesus, I'll play it. It's Jesus, like,
he said that?
no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
I'm imagining a world where they remake all the Jesus shit, but with a small person.
But with Peter Dinklage,
Yeah, Peter Dinklage playing
Honestly?
Jesus. And then
frankly,
you can't
Peter
say
Dinklage is a great fucking actor. Like
fantastic. I would
this
watch-
dude would be. I would watch the shit out of that dude do that.
I would watch I'm more likely to watch that than The Chosen. And I know that there's a lot of people that would upset who care about this. And I'm not saying I don't care. I'm just saying that.
You are saying you don't care.
No, I don't care about.
You don't care. You just said it.
I don't
I
care
don't
about
care.
the
I
Chosen.
just like with Kirk.
I
Back
don't
me up here. Did you
similarly-
not hear
it's
like
on
the,
record.
the
It's on
first
record. Come
three
on.
words out of his mouth after that
I
word?
don't
I don't
care.
care.
In the same way as these folks about The Chosen, even though a star of the show and I have had an interaction that was pleasant.
With Jim Caviezel.
The Chosen is a completely separate thing.
We're watching it right now.
We're watching Passion of the Christ, whereas The Chosen is the series version of the Passion of the Christ. Have you heard of
good.
this? They release the TV episodes in theaters.
Yeah,
and
why do they do that? Make money?
They're playing at they're playing at the AMC.
Have you gone to see
I have not
Chosen?
gone to a gosh darn one of them.
God damn it, Kyle.
And
Yeah, I
they-
thought you were faithful. Come on.
Look at the screen. God damn it, Kyle.
Jesus has a black eye. No, I walked into a door, he said. It wasn't the people. It was, I walked into a door. He's trying to protect everyone. It's like, nope.
Sounds like he's in an abusive relationship.
Yes,
We should get
he's
him
in
out
an
of that.
abusive relationship
Yeah.
with humanity who sins, and now Jesus got to get killed. for all
Jesus
these
is in an
people's sins.
abusive relationship with a lot of different entities in
Yeah.
this.
Who is Rapunzel there? I
Well,
don't-
she's got to let her hair down so that Jesus can climb up and go to heaven.
There is the Samson story where hair matters in the Bible. So, like, all this shit, it all, kind of flows into the same river. It's European myth, Rapunzel, right? Is that German?
It sounds German.
I'm
You
not gonna
should
Google it.
you should wake up your wife and ask her and see if she knows. And then if she doesn't
Mrs.
know,
Farx.
if she doesn't
Yeah.
know, wake up your daughters and see if they know.
Is Rapunzel from this European country? You don't understand, is what I would say to Mrs. Farx. Mm-hmm. And then I would wake up the children.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing is I have the right idea.
You'll be a great father.
I can't wait.
I still think that there's something different about, I believe this is what keeps me, my soul going on forever versus, a nice love story from 400 years ago.
So Titanic versus Romeo and Juliet, My Heart Will Go On versus This Is a Love Story.
That triangulation there to take the lyrics of Titanic's greatest song, My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion.
I'm sorry, what other songs are there from that you're
There was
gonna?
the Irish band. I saw them
That's
play
not a
once.
song.
That's
They
not a
have
song.
Yeah.
songs. The Irish jig band has. Is that a lady?
Is that their name? The
Wait,
Irish
wait.
thing?
Is the band that goes down with the boat? Oh, I thought that guy was wearing like makeup or something for a second. This guy looks like the JD Vance meme.
Wow, yeah.
I don't mean that. It's mostly the eyeshadow.
No, I get it. Like, yeah, it kind of does.
And like, I almost think JD Vance memes will be like Will Ferrell to George W. Bush. I think it's gonna make him, like, there he is again, and he'll stay in the consciousness of people through some funny thing like, but yeah, see, where do you get your power? The people. No, it's not the people.
It's also what a weird fucking beard.
Yeah, it's
Like they're-
specifically a weird beard because they shaved
'Cause
the
they
fronts
gave-
of his face.
They gave him like essentially mutton chops, but then let them grow in like a full beard.
Business on top, party on the bottom is what his beard is. No mustache.
It's business above the lip. Like everything in his snot trough is
He's
business.
got no flavor saver, no douche tag. He shaved that.
How about
Flavor
me? Will you work
saver?
a little miracle for me?
Make my hair make sense. See, the dialogue's great. And I know I watched this movie and thought the same thing about this guy. J.D. Vance, Hillbilly Elegy. Why do the Pharisees have scepters? I'm sure that's like historically accurate, but
Why is there a tiger?
that's not a tiger. That's a jaguar or a.
You're right.
Tigers have stripes
You're
that
right.
have spots.
Or a leopard.
A leopard, yeah, it's either a leopard or a jaguar. I'm sure.
Are you sure it's not a Land Rover?
Could be. It might get 36 miles to the gallon.
Good. Ooh. I would take that. I would take that. That Jaguar at that point.
It's hybrid.
It's a hybrid Jaguar.
And that, that's how you get the 36, but you might not want to get there that way.
Yeah.
Are you considering an electric vehicle in your life?
I'm not considering any vehicle that I don't have to fuck with.
I drove a Cybertruck.
Really? How was it? How was it?
Weird.
Yeah, dude, you don't say.
It's like what a child would think a car should look like on the inside and outside.
That's great because to me it always looks like a 4-year-old trying to draw a truck, like
Of course,
from the outside. Like
that is like my 8-year-old nephew really likes it, and that's
your 8-year-old nephew's a loser.
Goddamn, all right.
God damn. Insult that. I think he's 7 actually.
Yeah,
So
wow.
you
Oh,
are-
even better.
Oh, screw that 7-year-old
What a
liking
fucking dweeb.
liking Cybertruck. No, he even asked while we were in it, why don't people like Elon Musk? And I was like, he's ruining the economy? And he's like, what's the economy?
Oh, so he's like fully prepared to be a voter in 2028.
Yeah. He said, what is the economy? He's 7 years old.
Yep.
And his dad, who was considering the Cybertruck, which I said don't do it, and his father-in-law, my adopted father, said thank you for showing me that I don't like these. And he voted for Trump thrice.
So, Cybertruck questions, because like this, I'm genuinely curious.
You should be.
How did it drive?
It's like any electric vehicle, although again, kind of like probably what a child thinks a vehicle drives like. But that's all electric vehicles, where it's like I just apply gas and it goes more because it's electric. It like,
It goes more.
It
Not
doesn't
faster.
doesn't
more.
need to engage a combustion engine to like release more fuel to combust and then.
So,
A kid's
what
not gonna
is-
think about that.
Of course not.
for the interior design, like
Triangular in weird
no,
ways.
so like there's that like that long back to it, where like ordinarily for a truck there would be a bed, but it's just this like it's just this long piece of glass. Like, what is back there in there? Is it just like an elongated hatchback?
So you know how
Is it like a 4-door truck?
in a car there's the engine in the front and then all the stuff.
And then the party in the back, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a trunk in the back. Cybertrucks have frunks.
Oh my god, it's even fucking dumber than I
It
thought.
says frunk on the big screen in the beginning, the front, and you push a
No
little button.
way.
It says frunk.
It's this Jesus
I'm gonna show
fucking
you the picture of-
Christ.
Oh, I hit a button again.
Wow, come on.
We got to start the movie over.
You're killing me here with the edit.
I genuinely do not.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. It went off.
Well, in the meantime, while you're figuring that out, tell me more about this. So, like, there's a
This
frunk.
might just be a best of watching it, yeah.
So, like, this is just wild to me. And also the people at home who are watching the movie and now know what's happening in the movie ahead of us because we're no longer on the movie.
Yeah.
You could just pause,
Shut up. In the meantime,
go back.
frunk. So like, I feel like that always like seemed to be like the one thing about that would actually make sense is just an elongated hatchback, and even then they fucking ruined it. So
There's a
like
frunk.
the back half of that is there like even bench seats in the back?
Well, it's kind of like a truck because it's got a front and then there's a back part that people. There was 3 or 4 people in the back of it while I was driving it.
Okay. So it does fit, like, it fits 5 people.
It fits more than 5 people.
Okay.
Probably 6 or 7.
Okay. So it's like, because it's not even a truck. Like, there's no bed to it. It's really a minivan. It's really just a poorly designed minivan. Yes?
Yeah.
No, it's small. It's smaller than a minivan, more than a car.
What?
So it's a poorly designed minivan.
It's smaller than minivan, poorer than a car.
Based on how much you have.
All right, so there's a big eye. No, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. We gotta watch. Like,
We gotta watch the whole thing over
we gotta
again.
watch the whole thing over
Yeah.
again, dude. Like, this is.
We now know we can't jump to the chapter because
You turn this into a Sisyphean exercise, man. I think that we
Yeah,
need to now lean into it.
I think, yeah, this is.
Dude, you're outvoted. Go back. Go back. You got to go back to the beginning.
Let's do it
found it.
again.
Yeah.
from the top.
Let's start over.
Yeah, go grab your
Kyle
broom.
Farx, you
Yeah.
are fucking this up.
I was confused because like JD Vance came back and it looked like there was.
You can go further ahead than this if you're trying to get back to where we were.
We were past. Oh yeah.
This
JD Vance
absolutely
again.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Keep going.
Really?
You can keep going.
That guy does some stuff.
You can keep going.
They're hitting him.
There you go.
Oh no, yeah, we weren't this far. This is when it gets like.
I was actually hoping to just get him to fast forward through the whole thing.
Yeah. Just so we can salvage this,
Yeah.
whatever this is going to be at the
I
end.
mean, Jesus saves.
Everybody listening at home, I encourage you to listen to this at double speed and also watch the movie at double speed.
You should not listen beyond the speed you're most comfortable with. Some people are comfortable more.
Shut
fast.
up.
Some people like it slower. Slower. Here's a
Oh,
picture.
thank you for the example of how that works. Anyway, back to the important things, the Cybertruck. No, I'm actually done with that.
That's what the front looks like, and that's the front open. And see.
So for the people at home, he's showing me this on his phone, and he's clearly having a great fucking time in this. Like, Kyle Farx is like, he's got the biggest fucking boner. Inside
this is
this-
my boner.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a tiny hog.
Oh, wow. Damn.
It's funny because my.
They're like gaming seats. Like,
Yes.
I will say that the seats in there look great. Everything else in this looks fucking stupid.
My children are in this.
Yeah, I said what I said. I
Wow.
appreciate that you looked up to look me in the eyes for that moment too.
I'll be honest with you. I did do a heil when I sat in it, and went. And no one has a problem with this. And my brother-in-law, who you see right there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I think it's replaying. Yeah, and I told a friend, like,
Did you not have a problem with that?
yeah,
Yeah,
of course I did.
go on, Kyle.
Like, I sat in the car and immediately I was like, ah!
Yep.
And
I mean, you still stepped in. So you're
yes,
okay with
me
it,
not
yeah.
stepping in the Cybertruck means that
You
I
and
am
your
going
kids,
to protect.
yeah.
Oh, but did you goose step into it?
Damn it! I should have come out goose stepping. That would have been hilarious.
Yep.
See, it's just like the South Park of this.
See, this is where you need me.
to suggest more Nazi parallels in terms of
Always.
Okay. But I enjoy the production of this movie on a lot of levels
Jesus Jesus Christ. Come the fuck on, movie.
because how did
Oh,
they,
it begins. Like, get a timestamp on this because, like, we've seen some Jesus torture, but this is now going to go on for like
53.
it's now going to go on for another hour.
So it was like 25 minutes before it gets to, and this is still not the first station of the cross, because this is all
Station
like
cross.
it's
Yeah.
the edging before they get to the real thing.
I should not have had sex with my wife before
So
coming out
this is
here. I should have
foreplay,
saved it
is
for
what you
now.
say?
This is the foreplay before you get to the stations of the cross. Thank you. The funniest way to say it is
I mean,
foreplay.
yeah, I mean, like, I was even thinking that this would be flirting, but I guess like earlier on was pretty flirty.
they're hitting him. What do you think? They're like not actually hitting him here. And I haven't watched the special features. Another reason to own the disc is to watch the special features behind. Because you can't stream this anywhere right now. Before
You
Easter,
don't say.
Yeah. You can stream his other movies places.
Jim Caviezel's?
Angel Studios.
Yeah.
Run by. See, here's Androgynous Satan. Your favorite band.
My favorite band. Again,
York, Androgynous Satan.
that first EP was fucking incredible.
What do you think he told this actress?
Actor?
Actress?
Actor.
What do you,
Well, I don't.
actress?
Sure.
What is that?
Just
Yeah.
actor.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's just actor. Do you think that?
Do you do that when you get onto a plate of like this stewardesses?
I know to
Or
say flight
astronaut
attendant
is?
or
Okay,
flight
there you go.
attendant.
Yeah.
Flight attendants. Okay. I'm sure they just told him like, watch these videos of The Cure. Be brooding.
I asked female presenting, primary performing people if they identify as an actor
that's a
or
lot
actress.
of qualifications there.
Well,
Go
I was
ahead
trying
one
to
more
be the
time.
most neutral sounding way of saying person that we're talking about. Because we've had guests on the show that identify as actor over actress, but also people who identify as actress. Whereas before, people might not have inquired. It's better to have choice, isn't it? Kirk,
Yeah. Choice?
brother Kirk. Yeah, choice.
Yeah, I'm
Jesus could have
pro-choice.
chosen
Yeah.
not to be beaten up, but he chose to be beaten up. I think they would have beat the shit out of me either way.
I mean,
They
this
were
is the whole
crucified.
story.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that
Dying
was
for
the
our
main
sins.
sport at
Yeah.
the time.
Dying for our sins. Is that a sport?
Well, it's also like look at all this shit that they're pulling out now, where they're just like, oh, should we hit him with this? Should we hit him with this? I
Cat of nine
actually haven't had a
tails.
chance to hit anybody with one of these before. Can I hit him
Yeah,
with
what
one of
is
these?
this?
So I have not done this, and I look forward to reporting back in the future. How did they shoot where it like goes into his side, pulls out part of his body, and like, you know what I mean? I'm curious. It's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
And a bunch of like seemingly church people, like church lady, going in and watching like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna watch Jesus get the crap beat out of him, and
Why are you surprised by this?
I guess I'm not, and that's the part that bothers me.
Like it's
Like I'm super curious as to how they production-wise made that shot where you see the, you know, the scratches get on him and stuff like that. Because it's makeup. They're not actually doing this to Jim Caviezel, although he did get struck by lightning. Twice, I think?
at least once. At least once.
You owe me a Dr. Pepper.
Go get it yourself.
It's usually a Coke.
I'm a
but
guest in your house. You
Yeah.
get your own drink.
We synced on saying something, and if you say the other person owes you something.
are
That
you
one
talking
specifically I remember where he gets
Jinx?
him like his wink. I should have said Jinx. You're
Yeah, it's synced. I don't know what that is.
right. It's like Jinxed. Jinx is just the more specific version of synced. Blurred.
My son.
I knew it was his mom. But
When,
she
where,
did look
how?
like Michael
When,
Jackson.
where, how? Come
Yeah,
on now.
what is that?
Like this fucking dialogue. This is what we're talking about. When will you choose to be delivered of this? Like it is written for 8-year-olds.
Written spring, summer,
When,
or
where,
fall, all you have to do is call. No, I think it's fine that she is asking the right type of sales questions. They start with W or H. They're not binary. Who, what, when, where? Do they have budget? Who's the authority to decide on Jesus getting shish kebab? See, but don't
He's
you-
not being burned.
I didn't say.
You
I
said
guess you know,
shish kebab, yeah.
you're right. There would be some cutting of things and then the burning of things in a shish kebab.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think the Romans at the time didn't, employ more fire play? They knew what fire was by this point. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I mean, fire would have been too much, I think. Did you think?
Well, there's the burning at the stake later on in, like the 1600s and stuff. That's like, we're going to burn
he's
them
not
at
a
the
witch.
stake. Well, yeah, I'm just saying it takes like 1,500 years before people are like, we gotta, burn them, and instead it's like we're gonna whip them. Doesn't this bother these guys? Well, I guess they don't see other people as human.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sometimes you're talking with people about a thing. It's like, okay, but like, are these other people humans? And sometimes they don't come back in the right way, and you don't hang out with those people.
Yeah, they're clearly not here.
Well, so. What is Jesus' relationship with Mary Magdalene? That mom and Mary Magdalene.
Fucked.
Yeah, isn't that the
They fucked hard.
story?
No, that's the Da Vinci Code, where Mary Magdalene
I gotta
and
turn him down.
the Jesus character have the, like, what do you call it? The blood. You know that thing from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Mm-hmm.
The blood of Christ or something like that. But in the Da Vinci Code, it's like the bloodline of Christ, because
Yeah.
Jesus had sex with Mary Magdalene, and then they have a bloodline that runs, and like that person is, I think it's the one that Tom Hanks's character bones in one of them.
I'm pretty sure his name's not Bones. No, it's not him. It's the lady he's helping.
The lady he bones.
Yeah.
Isn't he boner? In the
No,
books,
I don't think
he
they
bones
sleep together in the movie. I only seen the movie, so
her.
I
Okay,
don't know.
well, I read the books back when you were like, Christians were like, oh, the Da Vinci
Congratulations.
Code. So they were mad at, like, Christians have a bad, American Christians, let me be clear about this. Middle America, American Christians, I know I said America twice and I did that intentionally. Like, first is like, Pokemon, that's the devil. They're trying to teach you witchcraft or something like that.
How did Pokemon get into this?
I'm just saying. And then it was like, oh, you can't read Harry Potter. That's bad. And then, so like, I'm just saying, they went after ridiculous things, and they got closer and closer to home. First they start with the pocket monsters. Then they go after Wizard Boy, or whatever, who ends up being like...
Harry Potter?
Yeah. And then it's, oh man, this college professor is boning his like postdocs and saying Jesus had sex with Mary Magdalene. Like they just kept asking to have it pushed further, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but college professors have been sleeping with their students for a
I
while.
don't care about the college.
Why did you bring that up then?
Ian, the argument on the floor is that Middle American Christians have gone after silly things. They started with, like, as just to pick 3 data points and track a trajectory, Pokemon to Harry Potter to the Da Vinci Code. That's not a successful track record.
What do you mean? Those are all smashes. Box office smashes.
I agree that the first one did okay. Boring movie. The second one, which is actually a prequel in the book series, Angels and Demons, I think did well enough that they made the third one. And then, my point is that they went for something ridiculous and continued on ridiculous things until it came more to, oh yeah, well, we'll just say a college professor is boning a lady who's the child of Christ.
Uh-huh.
And if they'd just not gone after Pokemon, they wouldn't have gone down this path,
But
is what I'm arguing.
she doesn't appear in the other movies, right? Or is it prequels?
The daughter of Christ that's in Da Vinci Code?
Yeah, because
No, she's-
Inferno something? Yeah.
Inferno's the third one.
Mm-hmm.
They explain why she's not... I can't remember. The books are way better than the movies because the movies are boring. I had a friend who walked out of Da Vinci Code, and then he just walked around outside. I think he had cigarettes, so he just smoked them outside while we were finishing the movie. And I read the book, so I wanted to see it.
What? He stepped out to smoke?
Cigarettes, yes.
Wow. Does he do that
Is
often?
he still alive?
Yeah, does he do that often during movies?
To my best knowledge, this individual, who I will not identify, although I don't think it would surprise anyone that they smoke, is alive and well, flourishing in their career, and I assume occasionally smoking. Another episode where smoking has come up.
When has smoking come
See,
up?
fire? They know what fire is in the Passion of the Christ. You can see all the blood that his mom's going to go clean up. Like, it's pretty sexist. The boys made a mess. Now we're going to clean it up.
It's also kind of weird that isn't his mom also named Mary? And he sleeps with a woman named Mary? That's kind of...
You know what it's kind of like?
Odysseus? Or what's that?
Oedipus.
Oedipus, yeah.
Oedipus.
Like, ooh,
Oedipus.
all right.
It's kind of like in... and Ian won't know this reference at all, but the Zack Snyder Batman vs. Superman,
Oh, yeah.
the original conceit was going to be
Uh-huh.
that Batman and Superman had the same mom named Martha. And
Why
they
did
found
you
out
say that name?
They found out they were half brothers.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
And then because of that, Superman doesn't kill Batman at the end.
Yeah, no shit.
You're very familiar with this.
I'm so familiar. You ask me no more questions.
My extent ends there. Why did they...
Who
Oh,
played
okay.
Martha?
King of the
It
Worms.
looks like Nathan Fillion.
All right.
I do not agree with that.
Yeah. Burn on Nathan Fillion, I guess.
They cut away from him so I couldn't argue my Nathan Fillion point.
You can go back.
No,
Yeah.
it's a commentary.
This is a
This is
chaotic
unbroken
show.
commentary that has not had any mistakes. This is live and in studio.
Yeah, in front of a live audience.
Oh, man, eventually. Eventually.
Well, we gotta get to a video first, I think.
These sandals in this movie I don't think are realistic. What do you think?
I see a very clear Birkenstock logo.
Yeah. Throughout this whole movie, you can argue the sandals.
Yeah, it's the thing I'm the least comfortable with. Because I think they're a little too
Yeah, they
modern.
totally got them at REI.
Yeah.
Like those are trekking sandals.
Jesus did not die, so they could question his sandals in this movie.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Like if that's what it all came down to. Yes, I am standing now.
That was kind of a Clint
Wait, who is
Eastwood-y-
this guy?
These are all like spaghetti western type shots. Man, I'm gonna have to shoot somebody.
The final countdown?
The final countdown. You can imagine the final countdown being played in a western, kind of like Queen in.
Oh, totally. Like you don't need to say anything further. Like the final countdown would totally be a showdown song in a western.
But would Jesus be the cowboy?
No, Jesus is like the post that you tie a horse to. It's just there, man.
The post. How did Monica Bellucci get all the? I mean, Mary Magdalene get all the blood on her face? It looks like a chipmunk
Pause it and ask
scratched
her.
No,
Yeah. Who wants to play Monica Bellucci?
That was another flashback. We still haven't gotten to the part where Jesus invents chairs. That part really bothers me.
Wait, hold on. He invents chairs.
There's a part of this
Yeah,
movie-
there's a bunch of people who are just like, we can't sit down. Nobody could ever sit down. There's nothing to sit on. And then Jesus shows up and he's like, my son, I have a chair. And you're
That
like,
guy
what?
just
And he's
spit.
like, yeah. And he just slides
What
a
were
chair
they
under
doing
his
the whole
butt.
time?
Yeah.
He
You
looks
didn't
like
know about
Nathan
this?
Fillion would spit. I can't wait for the part where he invents chairs.
I can't wait for you
toilet.
to meet Nathan Fillion and go up to him and be like, I loved you in the Passion of the Christ.
I think that'd be a funny thing to do to any celebrity, period. Is any white celebrity. I loved you in the Passion of the Christ.
Jack Black, man, you are incredible in this.
I loved you as a Pharisee, Jack. And
David Spade, wow, just blew me away in the Passion
David
of the Christ.
Spade and Jack Black could play Pharisees in the Passion of the Christ. And Jack Black plays bearded people like in Minecraft.
He is a bearded people. He plays bearded people all the time.
Yeah.
He used to play unbearded people.
Yeah, but then he grew a
what?
beard. And now his
School Rock.
range is limited.
What? He had a beard in. I mean, it
does
was
not
a
have-
stubble.
He has No, he has like sideburns in School of Rock.
Oh,
But he's clean shaven in School of Rock.
I don't remember.
But now
that.
he has a beard. Kind of like Jesus, kind of like Pharisees.
Yeah, bring it
and
back
like
all
his
around.
character in Minecraft.
Calling it?
Should I turn this off if I need to call it?
Yeah.
Or should I bid my adieu to everybody listening?
Yeah, we call a dude to Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to do.
Okay.
Just so I know where to end that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hard cut?
Friends, I have Christed enough for tonight.
Christ.
I have been saved and forsaken and saved yet again. But this has been delightful. I apologize that I need to wake up and work tomorrow. I am thrilled for the both of you that you do not. And that's why you can continue to do this.
It's 7 in the morning right now, and we're both up and at 'em, ready to go for our important jobs. But thank you.
Yeah,
Ian.
I gotta be ready to be up for the crack of noon. But thank you very much for having me. I hope that this was entertaining for only the three of us.
Yeah. I think it was.
I paused it.
Yeah, good to be back as always.
You can't pause it when he's not done. Come on, man.
I thought he was done.
Make it easier for me.
I did
Come
that on
on.
purpose.
So great.
You're killing me here. Yeah.
The last part.
All right, give me the time. What's the time?
Later that same evening.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that South Park?
I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't think they leaned too much into the ridiculousness a little too much. It wasn't grounded, but they didn't lean too much onto it, you know?
Ridiculousness of what?
I think they could have leaned more into the Mel Gibson being crazy. I mean, he was jumping over the screen, but...
It was 2004. They didn't know he was, like, super racist and gonna beat one of his wives.
Wait, so it was made right after Passion of the Christ, right?
The episode of South Park? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Passion of the, I'm not gonna quote. It's season 8, episode 3.
What? Oh, wait, you don't want to say the word?
Well, it's the Passion of the Jew, and I thought, like, it might sound so sarcastic coming out that it would seem, like, rude, and I didn't want it to seem rude.
I mean, that's the episode title.
Well, I'm glad Ian said the thing that there was a movie made in Europe about, like, the trials and tribulations of Christ's crucifixion, you know, and that was used to rally people against the Jews. That's terrible, obviously. I don't think that's exactly what this movie is going for. There's something weird with, like, Mel Gibson's father. I think he was like a sympathizer or something. I don't know. I don't care.
But why bring that up?
I don't know him to explicitly being anti-Semitic. I stick to my argument that he put his hands driving the spikes into Jesus. So it's like he's saying, I crucified Christ. I'm the bad guy here.
Yeah, but I mean, referring back to the South Park episode, aren't they saying that the Jews did a bad thing? So
the Jews are the ones who, well, not the people who turned Jesus over to the Romans happen to be Jewish, but they're the Pharisees. They're the ruling elites within the society that when Jesus comes along, he's like, I'm going to save all the people, even the Gentiles. And they're like, what? No. Get out of here, you know, with your Jesus thing. Because it was a revolutionary thing to have, like, anyone from the slave to the master could have Elysium as an option. I'm serious. That is, like, the unique thing about Christianity 2,000 years ago is like, anyone can be one. I mean, anyone can be a Buddhist, sure. Muslims, obviously people convert. Same with Judaism. but specifically, Jesus dies for everyone's sins, not just the Jews. It's the Gentiles as well.
Does he dies for everyone's sins, not everyone's quote unquote religion?
Well, like that's the thing that Ian was saying in part one, is that he's not like he's carrying his cross here and getting slapped.
Wait,
They don't see him
let's
as
be
the.
fair. Does he technically have to carry the cross? Could he just drop dead and forget about it, or does he choose to let's carry the cross all the way through?
This was part of the thing that they did at this time to crucify people, because part of it is keeping the people in check. Like, see, if you get too far out of line, this is what they'll do. You know.
Oh,
Other people, I think, carried the cross for him at different points, and like the family could, help. But this is like their most egregious form of capital punishment, I think. And it was done to make a statement. Usually, that's why the other two people are thieves. It's like, if you thieve, then you're gonna, get crucified, and then. The Pharisees are like, well, Jesus is thieving from people by saying he's the Son of God. And it's like, oh, that sounds pretty bad. So, and even then, there's a scene with Herod. There's like, well, should we do this or let this other guy go? And it's like, no, we're gonna,
yeah, but to the audience, I'm not a Christian, so I just don't understand. Like, if the Son of God comes to you and tells you, I'm the Son of God, you probably wouldn't go this far like the movie and treat me this way. So wouldn't there be a fear of, crucifying me? I am the Son of God. You're not going to do this to me, right? Because I could smite you in some ways. I mean, come on.
Well, that's the thing, is that Jesus doesn't smite. That he doesn't call for the smiting, because he's there to be the sacrifice for everyone's sins. So forgiveness is the thing, and it doesn't make sense that he would smite everyone. That the whole point is like, no, this is the forgiveness, and that is that a bad sin? I think, or is denying the actual God his goddom against what people want in the Bible and stuff. I think that's a no-no. So unfortunately, people do no-nos, and then Jesus had to die for that. And now if people accept that they make no-nos and believe Christ died for their sins and commit their lives to, then they're saving that. It's faith at some point, man. I don't know.
There is also that question of like, I mean, I'm sure people were doing heinous things before Christ died for our sins.
Sure.
Do you?
Yeah, there were murderers and rapists and thieves before Jesus and after Jesus. Yes.
Are people doing less, or are they doing a lot more because, hey, look, Jesus already died, so he died for our sins. We could do a lot worse, right?
So in this movie, Jesus is a Palestinian that he reaches out to. I mean, he was, I think, in the area of Palestine, but I think people are doing the same amount of evil. How's that? I don't think people have gotten more or less evil over thousands of years. I think people are the same amount of evil, and some of us live in a gilded cage because we're lucky to live where there's a lot of technology and niceties to life that extend our lives, make them not as much suffering, especially as what people were living 2,000 years ago. That's where, like, again, I don't besmirch these movies, because from a production point of view, getting all these people in these costumes and doing all this for days on end was still impressive. Even if the end result is not as narratively compelling to some who I respect as others.
Well, then I guess my my next question might be for more, I don't know, not for a filmmaker, but for more a person who believes in,
A Christian.
Christianity. Like, if you die for our sins, shouldn't you be more concerned to, I don't know, do the right thing all the time? Don't you think?
Are Christians trying to do the right thing all the time? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Sure. And I agree that Christ's example is that of perfection, and it is unattainable for any person.
I mean, I'm not looking for perfect, but I am looking for. I mean, being Christian is being accepting of your neighbor. You're not gonna crucify them, pun intended. You're not gonna, Jesus died for your sins, so you're not gonna, be
If
radical.
someone comes here on a flight and
Yeah.
breaks a civil infraction, you're not going to send them to an El Salvadorian prison where they will be tortured like a terrorist because they don't face the same laws that we do here. And what? Yeah, but do I recognize that greater evil is being done in the world outside of my control? Yes.
It might be too serious a question.
I'm trying to answer it in all honesty while still being on a show called Movie Baiters with the Farx Brothers, doing a bone us commentary of Passion of the Christ Part 2, Upper Midwest filmmaker debate show. Didn't I answer the question? Oh man, look at Jesus. He's all red and stuff.
I mean, you did answer the question, but I don't think it's enough for the non-believers and Christians.
I think Christians are like, if non-believers are hoping for Christians to set the right example, non-believers are going to have a lot to point to as to why not to believe, because Christians are fallible, and I personally, as a Christian, try to recognize and admit my fallibility. I've sworn and made but I don't actually believe that Jesus has a problem with saying no poopy caca or whatever the no word is, and like stubbing your toe and saying Jesus Christ, which I would avoid doing personally. But I don't think that is what using the Lord's name in vain is. I think using the Lord's name to kill people and steal money is what using it in vain is. And what could be more vainglorious than saying, oh, I'm going to say I'm like Christ so that you'll give me money, and I'm going to use that money to enrich, to empower myself on top of being enriched.
I think there's a lot of issues with it. I don't want to be like interviewing you during this. Just a bonus. Yeah.
Do you disagree with my point about the production? See, someone else comes to help him. One of his disciples. I can't remember which one that is. I did go to Sunday schools that made me learn facts and then repeat them.
Does that minimize... I understand I'm talking in semantics. Does that minimize Jesus' sacrifice for Christianity?
Does what minimize Jesus' sacrifice? And I don't think it's for Christianity. The Christian faith would say that it's for everyone. Christians are just the one adhering to the faith. That is what it was.
But Jesus is, in this context, Jesus is sacrificing himself for our sins. Is someone helping him minimizing that? Or no?
What do you mean, is someone helping Jesus minimize his sacrifice?
Yeah, because shouldn't he just take the whole load? He should have somebody helping him, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, he
still
should take it all.
It's God and a human, theoretically.
God,
or or we all agree, Jesus was a human. So
Demigod in some ways.
sure, but we don't have a power set. We have a general power set for humans, which is, yeah, he would have probably crapped out and not been able to carry the cross the whole way, so someone would have had to give an assist. And I think that is biblical. I've not brushed up on these things recently, but the point is, I don't think that the human form of Christ, being beaten and suffering, and then receiving some help from other folks stops the Christness of his Christiness.
Yeah.
It's got all blood, and who is this lady that ran up with braids?
It's sort of like Mary. Yeah.
No, this is somebody else.
Who gives him the faith to carry on?
Well, she's trying to help because she's heard who this is, and she doesn't agree with this individual being arrested and persecuted in this way in front of them. And, she's seeking a post-secondary degree in world studies. And
I don't think they had that back then.
no,
Or
you know what?
ages was-
2,000 years ago, they didn't have colleges that you could set up financial situations where you'd be paying your Social Security to your college loans.
I mean, especially women, I don't think they
that's
were
right.
that
They
far
only
advanced. Yeah.
started going to college more recently, and
I mean, women weren't accepted to heaven until 1900s.
women weren't accepted into heaven until the 1900s. That's your...
I mean,
So they only have modern
Could
women
they-
in heaven? None of these old women?
yeah, I don't know. Was there a
What are you
limitation?
basing that on?
My own misguided misogyny that I've heard.
Okay, you don't believe in heaven, right? As a shamanist?
Yeah, I don't believe in heaven.
So, where does our consciousness go after this? Into nothingness?
Yeah, more or less nothingness. It's all blackness. We don't experience anything else. This is it.
I heard a Buddhist version from White Lotus that I didn't hate, in the thought
right.
of there is a larger body of water from which a drop comes out and then falls back into the body of water and just becomes a part of that body of water again. And the drop coming outside and then returning to the body of water, that's the life that one has separate from the greater body of water. And then we, as animated stardust, experience this. And I said animated starbust.
No, I'm just
And
wondering.
that works too because the person who busted is made of stardust. So we're all the products of starbust.
Yeah, but where's the heaven part happen?
I could see it being explained like through Interstellar, where it's fifth dimensional beings.
Fifth dimensional. Okay.
Like, that's the only way I could logic my way through something that is intentionally like, I believe there's something bigger than me. I think we both believe there's something bigger than us, right?
Yeah, I do.
And so, what is our understanding of relationship to, and how do we live our lives more in a direction to better comport ourselves into the longevity of, I don't know. I don't think you claim to either.
I don't, but part of me does believe in, some form of
Good and evil?
afterlife.
Of
no,
what?
afterlife.
Okay, so I'm trying to argue what I think the philosophical Christian view would be while we watch Passion of the Christ. I can't tell you which version this is. It's not the edited for violence edition, although there is one that has more violence in it, I believe. What is heaven? What were you asking?
Yeah, like what is the reward for living our lives right now?
Why would you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, directing oneself towards righteousness, let's say, of some kind. Good pursuit always will fail. Doesn't mean don't try. And the act of giving up trying is the act of taking oneself away from whatever you consider this progenitor of afterlife to be. So we're doing a flashback to what I think the loaves and the fishes.
Loaves and fishes?
The loaves and the fishes. So where someone brings some amount of loaves and fishes, and then Jesus just keeps handing them out, but they multiply, and the basic thing being, what if some savior magically gave you all the food you needed, even though it didn't look like you had all the food you needed?
Is it like gratitude?
It didn't. So they didn't earn it, in that sense. It was just magic, more or less, because people came to be around what they thought Christ was. Maybe because there were so many people there, people were able to trade with one another and not go hungry because they came from far away to listen to somebody speak. You don't need to go, oh, Jesus magically made more fish into more fish and bread into more bread. Maybe just because there were more people there, they were able to trade. And what started as someone giving away loaves and fishes turned into, we can all contribute to the potluck.
Yeah.
I brought it home.
Yeah. But, I mean, if God is all giving, do we need to ask for it? I mean, do we just have it? That's the question.
Because we are made in the image of God, our orientation should be towards acting more like God. But in so doing, demonstrating God's love, and I don't think you see that through the brutality of how we punish people in Passion of the Christ. Presumably the thieves went through this much violence. Hey, the guys who took stuff didn't. Economic crimes are violence of a kind, but not directly violent.
Yeah, but
Is God the ultimate being? He
Yeah.
doesn't suffer.
yeah.
Well, I think that's part of the whole thing with Jesus, is that God has put his son into a human form that is fallible. It can be beaten up and, probably has to go to the bathroom. I think about, do you think Jesus farted? Theoretically, as a human, he would have had to have farted. And
He's a demigod. He's not God.
I don't agree with the qualification of demigod. I accept you're looking at him that way. Totally fine. I'm not offended by it. I'm just saying I'm not co-signing on the term demigod.
What is your definition of demigod?
I am a middle god or something like that. Loki is kind of a demigod.
Demigod to me is have God, have whatever else.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
trying to show like respect to like how Jesus is the son of Mary and the son of God.
Yeah.
Uh,
She impregnated her without her consent. Yeah. That whole thing. That's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, demigod is part human, part god, typically the offspring of a deity and a human. They may also be humans or creatures granted divine. This is what the classical mythology. Sometimes you're half gods. I guess we're all saying the same thing. I don't. In a way of referring to something that is not your personal faith. Yeah, I guess that is the correct term. So I apologize for bumping on it. No, I shouldn't criticize someone else's lexicon without being 100%, and I think I was off on this one.
No, you're not off on it. I mean, you have your faith and I have my faith. So, I mean, I don't want to say it loud. You're free to practice your religion.
You're allowed to practice. No, but I think it doesn't diminish my faith for me to appreciate that from an outside looking in perspective, Christ is demigod, because demigod means part person and part deity. And the whole story of Jesus is that God presents, and they use he pronouns. I apologize that
What, you get a trigger?
I don't
Somebody
know. Yeah, someone at this point is like, use proper use proper third person male pronouns.
I mean, is it in the Bible? He says it is me, he, something.
They use he.
Yeah.
They use the. But that's just because women were property until like 100 years ago. I'm sorry, I don't think that's correct, but
Is that correct? Yeah.
it's
yeah.
how society worked up until women had the right to vote. They're humans, but if you kill one, we'll put you up for murder. But yeah, okay. Here's Mel Gibson hammering Jesus' nails in.
Literally.
No,
yeah.
it's a flashback. Gosh darn it! I hate that child-like trafficking movie Jim Caviezel did with Angel Studios, because supposedly that guy like gets in the way of a bunch of child trafficking NGOs or whatever that are not trying.
Okay.
Like, he's just some guy who quit his job. Was like, okay, there's Mel Gibson hammering. He's holding the nail, hammering it into Jesus, because Mel Gibson's saying, "It's me. I'm the one who killed this guy. I'm the bad guy." And if that's, that's what the most we can hope for from a Christian is them saying, I've done wrong things and I will continue to do what's wrong. I can only try to comport my behavior around that of my deity. Christ, who is in a trinity of the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, and love one another, so that we must go to expand the American defense budget every year consistently ahead of inflation, no matter what. Over $1 trillion.
Are you saying Jesus was American?
I'm saying this is a Christian nation, and it is only sensical that the defense budget would inflate to over $1 trillion to justify our Christianity as a nation. A nation where a president could brand a Bible, sell it for personal contribution, and then
That's the state of the world.
See,
right now.
that's Mel Gibson's hand, hammering it in, and then Pam Bondi hands him a gun after this, and he shoots it in the air 3 times, and it's like, this is what they.
Oh yeah.
He pours part of a 40 out
Uh-huh.
on Jesus' tombstone because it's wrong. See, why do we gotta see the nail come out with blood? I do think this has. Do you put it back to production value? Where are you at? Does this have high production value to you?
Yeah, it does. Because they cut away and they make the most of it, for sure. Because you don't want him to be actually suffering or acting in suffering. So you cut away. You give him breathing room to act it out. Like, right this part, nailing it in.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
being a nail going through his feet.
Yeah.
But like they use the same kind of tactics of a horror movie where they're like show you, oh, we put the nail up, and then cut to the reaction of the person
Yeah.
spraying the blood. Yeah, like, this is a horror movie. And it boggles my mind that so many God-loving people, when,
Support it more?
I understand that it's important for people to understand the suffering that was had, because people were crucified, obviously, back in 2,000 years ago. And supposedly not all of them were nailed like this. Some of them were, tied instead of, because you die not from the nailing and stuff, but from suffocation, from being held that way.
Lungs, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think my personal suffering is what would connect me to God. Trying to express God's love through myself would be how I connect myself to God.
What is God's love through yourself then?
That is a question I struggle with regularly.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a great question. I'm just saying that I was trying to answer. I feel like you had a decent, I gotcha.
Yeah.
And is this the Last Supper? Another flashback.
Yeah. He's being crossed right now. Crossed?
He's being crossed.
Yeah.
He's already crossed by Judas. So we're past the lose all hope. We're almost to Dark Night of the Soul.
Yes.
It says
Christ.
King of the Jews above him right now. You think we'll get this out on Easter?
I mean,
Not part 2, but like people who are listening to this will know whether or not we hit this target. But the first part, maybe just put out part 2, and say start it at 1 hour.
Part 2.
Yeah, because it's easier to edit.
Sure. Yeah. Give me that. Yeah. Give me that. Pinpoint. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, because
Make it easy.
it's 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 45 seconds into the Passion of the Christ. Is what all the people came in, and then they'll look forward to the part 1 with Ian Fishman, previously of the Running Man episodes. Those are going to have great replay when the Running Man comes out in November. So 7 months from now.
Running Man's already out.
No, there's a new Running Man coming out with Edgar Wright directing and Glenn
Powell, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think we're not showing the right amount of reverence to Jesus up on the cross that Jim Caviezel was hit by lightning?
Yeah, I think
no,
so.
like in real life, Jim Caviezel was hit by lightning while up on a cross.
Why was he up on a cross?
Because he was playing Jesus in Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ.
Well, I mean, he purchased by a lottery ticket or something, right?
He did in a sense, because he was in that
Yeah.
one movie where he saves children from being trafficked or whatever. I still haven't watched that movie. Angel Studios, the one with Caviezel, where he's a anti-human trafficker, but in real life that guy might have screwed up anti-human trafficking operations.
Yeah,
And he was accused of something.
I don't know.
It's America. just because he's accused, he's innocent until proven guilty. If he's been confirmed to have been guilty by whenever someone's listening to this, I wish I could remember the name of the movie. Sound of Freedom.
You got it right there, Sound of Freedom, yeah. And somebody was accused of being a pedophile or something?
I don't know if he was accused of whoever the protagonist character in real life, that guy was, I think, looked into in a less than positive way.
Oh.
It's not for me to, commit libel by misstating, but I think you look into accusations that were made against this individual.
Yeah, sure.
who Jesus played, and see, a lot of people I notice, like when Gal Gadot is in something, I call her Wonder Woman, and if you've played like a superhero, I call you by your superhero name.
Okay.
Jim Caviezel, JC, will always be JC, Jesus Christ to me. Mm-hmm. And I will call him that in other movies, like Sound of Freedom, where I think he has blonde hair, like one of the fucking Backstreet Boys.
Aryan.
Oh, yes,
Pure
Aryans.
blood, blue eyes.
It was insane when Cartman becomes a little Nazi in that South Park episode.
All I remember is Cartman feeding his parents to that one kid. Yeah.
Scott Tenorman.
Yes. Complete off topic. Yeah.
That's the only South Park you remember?
Yeah, because that was Unhinged. That's crazy.
That's 3 seasons before that's 2001. The Passion of the Jew, season 8, episode 3, is 2004.
Yeah, I know. It would track that.
My point is just, did you see it when it was live, or did you see it post that?
Post that.
Okay. When did you watch South Park and learn about Scott Tenorman?
Probably post college.
Oh,
2015? Yeah.
You're watching old South Park late in life. This is a crow pecking out the eyes of one of the thieves, teaching him a lesson that not denying or not accepting Christ on the cross was the wrong thing to do. See, like, the one thief asks Christ for forgiveness and whatever, and then he's saved, but the other guy isn't, and then the crow came and pecked that guy out.
But God doesn't save his only son?
No. How old were you when you heard about, like, Christians and Christianity? You must have been pretty, because I heard it from, like, being adopted on, which was months old in my life.
I want to say 2001.
Okay.
When I was maybe 11. Yeah.
So you'd learned how to read, and then you heard about Christians. Reading, and how did you hear about that?
Supposedly he died for our sins.
No.
Yeah.
How did you hear about Christians? Like, when were you like, hey, Mom, hey, people, who are these people who are Christians? Like, did you run into them at school?
Probably other classmates, yeah.
But did you go to school with people for a while before you were like, oh, you're a Christian?
No, that wasn't the main topic. I mean, we just went to school, and then suddenly they're like, oh, I'm Christian. Yeah, like, what the hell does that mean? Yeah. Oh, Jesus died for our sins. Like, who is Jesus? Yeah.
I'm Christian. What the hell does that mean?
No, I'm not Christian. I'm shamanism, but I never said that to them.
I understood what you mean.
Yeah. But to the audience, yeah.
So So then, how did you learn about it? From them or Googling?
From them, for sure.
Was that a good source of information?
I at the time that was the only source of information.
Internet.
We didn't have internet at my household at that time. I lived in Fresno, California, countryside. I did have internet, Simple living.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't. Internet, like you couldn't get the internet in parts of the country 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I've only ever lived in populated areas.
And you got access to the internet the whole time?
I was definitely accessing the internet in 2001, if not way before that.
In creative ways.
I did look at a lot of silly stuff in my high school library, like jokes. I remember there was a joke website to go to pretty regularly. Oh, sorry. Jesus, it's just dying up here on the cross. And like read long form jokes that I then try to remember and tell. People didn't enjoy them usually.
Yeah, because they were...
But you could go anywhere on the internet in a library in middle 2000s.
Yeah.
2003, 2004. You're talking 2001 when you first hear about a Christian.
Yeah, I didn't have that experience. I mean, until I moved to Minnesota in, I want to say 2002, but I didn't have internet access until much later. So, I mean, what could a teenager look up?
For you, how do you practice and live as a shamanist? You would hopefully tell me things related to what you do daily, what you do weekly, what you do in a month, or, I'm vamping because I watched you put a bunch of popcorn in your mouth
Yeah, thanks.
while I was asking the question, and now I'm going to put a big pile of popcorn in my mouth and listen to you.
You kind of have this moment where in the middle of the year you recall your spirit and you try to reconnect with your spiritual side, and you
I've known you during these times of the year, haven't
but I don't talk about it with you because I don't know. Do you want to learn about my spiritual side?
I am watching the Passion of the Christ, and a water droplet just fell on Jesus. Yeah.
My spiritual side has nothing to do with Jesus Christ.
Of course not.
Yeah. It's about coming back to your
is on some sort of annual cadence. One tries to call upon their own spirit and bring it back to oneself to become more in touch with oneself.
Yeah.
And a greater version of the self one is aspiring to be. You go through this annually, talk about it with a very limited set of folks, and then that indication of, I think, to be on my side.
Well,
And I'm going to keep just busting through while you chew, because it's a live commentary. And you just be fighting.
it's a very serious conversation during Passion of the Christ. Is that the end of the movie?
Jesus dies.
Yeah.